It's mailbag time. Happy Friday. If you're watching live, if you're watching later, please leave something in the comments. Leave some starter questions in the comments. Welcome to Fantasy Football Today, presented by BetMGM. Make it legendary. You know, one of the guys in the chat says this is going to be the best mailbag ever. I'm kind of feeling that because Dan's here. I know he's got some stupid Thanksgiving take like about food. For example, Dan, yesterday or Wednesday, I guess it was, we talked about our ideal plate of food, ideal Thanksgiving dinner. I'd like to know yours. I'm sure it's going to be completely controversial.
So the first thing I did this year, which was the first time ever doing it, I just completely skipped white meat. And it was an amazing decision. Usually I'll just chuck a little on the plate. Then I'm like chewing through it. And I'm like, why did I even eat this? Like I'll pour some gravy on. It's a little bit better. But so went full dark meat. Our family cooks like flank steak, which is amazing. Or not a skirt steak. Sorry. It's like a marinated skirt steak. I went for a lot of that. That goes fast. But I think the best dishes on Thanksgiving are the side dishes. I really am strongly believe it. My brother's wife made this cornbread with veal in it. It was so, I mean, not cornbread, this stuffing with veal in it. It was so freaking good. The mac and cheese was amazing. And then the crown jewel for me on Thanksgiving is the sweet potato thing, which I got to imagine has like loads of butter and sugar in it because it tastes so good with the marshmallows on top. That's always my favorite thing. So that's my plate right there. And that's it.
Yeah,
I don't put any vegetables on it. I don't do the disgusting cranberry mold. I just look at that thing and I'm just like, do I really want this on my plate? I'm sure it tastes good. Honestly, it's just like sugar and cranberry, but do I really want that on the plate mixing in with stuff? It just looks mold. It just looks gross, doesn't it?
I think that was really good. You were
no white meat though. That's it. I'm done with the white meat. What's the point of it? It's terrible.
It's much better for you than the dark meat.
Who cares? It's Thanksgiving. Like, what are we talking about here?
Jamie's here as well, and it's been a fun week. I use Breathe Right strips on Thanksgiving to maximize the food aromas. That's a good comment.
One of these days, I'm coming back with that nose strip on the show.
Good. All right. So listen. So we're gonna read your questions. YouTube, email at fantasyfootball@cbsi.com, Apple Podcast. Not sure about Spotify. Today we'll try. The guy who usually gets me the Spotify questions is off because it's Thanksgiving. And
you need a guy to give you Spotify questions?
Yeah, I do actually.
What does that mean?
There's an account that has access to them. So
and you don't have access to that account?
Dan, you don't know by now. You've been on this podcast with us. You've done your own podcast with Adam. Like Adam gets spoon-fed everything.
It's true. It's true.
I get spoon-fed nothing. Only the Spotify questions. That is it.
Everything.
Spoon-fed nothing. Okay, and we need you to vote. Let's do it. Let's go right now. The64.com spot. The best sports podcast and radio show. We're on the top right bracket. We're in a heated battle.
You said we were bottom right. I thought we were bottom right.
Top right.
Oh, but we're the 7-10 seed, the 7-10 game, right?
Just look for F15. It's not that difficult.
For sake, just vote for us. I really want to win this one. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. All right.
There are a lot of great podcasts. This should have been the final, the championship.
Yeah, us versus the footballers. Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
it's funny? Not just fantasy football, though, right? Like I saw like Men in Blaze.
But we are the two best podcasts in the history of podcasts.
Someone said to me on Twitter, I posted something last night. It's Thursday night. I said, hey, vote for us, whatever. Someone responded with, well, the footballers already promised a 64-minute mailbag if I vote for them. I'm like, dude, we do that literally every single week.
Dan, that might have been the best comment from Dave. He said, if we win, you'll do a 64-minute mailbag.
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, dude, we always do that. He's like, it's that long? I'm like, yeah. All right. Anyway, I got a couple news items. So first, let's get to some YouTube comments here. Bench one. Okay. Cortland Sutton, Deebo Samuel, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Michael Wilson. And the news was that Marvin Harrison Jr. apparently looked good. So I think we should plan on him playing. And Trey Benson is out, by the way. But Sutton, Deebo, Marvin Harrison Jr., or Wilson?
I'm saying Deebo.
Matchup wise, I like the decision to sit Deebo. You would think you want to sit Michael Wilson with Marvin Harrison Jr. back. I don't. I'll wait and see. He looks so good on tape. I'll keep him in my lineups and I'll sit Deebo too.
I think just again, the positive for the Cardinals situation is that we've seen two receivers do well. Greg Dortch has got 15 targets in 2 games. It's not like he's been just producing because of a big play or something. I know the 2 games ago was garbage time, but still 15 targets for Michael Wilson can still be really good.
Do you remember Marvin Harrison Jr.'s
7.5 targets?
Marvin Harrison Jr.'s stat line in his last game?
It wasn't great. One of the two wasn't great, but he had
When he was concussed?
10 targets in
I mean, didn't he leave the game early in one of them?
That was 4 games ago.
Okay.
His most recent injury was appendicitis, but he had 3 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown on 12 targets. That was at Seattle. The game before that, he was probably the best he's ever looked, just destroying Deron Bland on Monday Night Football. All right, May is on a bye next week. Would you start Tua versus the Jets, Brissett versus the Rams, Love versus the Bears, or Lawrence versus the Colts?
Jordan Love.
Without seeing how Lawrence looks with Thomas back, I would probably lean towards Love, but Lawrence could be fantastic, even in a tough matchup.
I think Brissett could be good too, because I think the Rams will score enough points. Brissett's going to throw 40 times again.
Yeah.
So
they're all interesting.
Yeah. Sutton or Franklin this week?
Franklin is the smarter play just based on what the targets have been, but I think this is a Sutton week, so I have him back to back. Be safe and go Franklin.
I go Franklin in PPR, full PPR.
64 minutes of who has more. This is Johnny Airport. Would you? This is a
watching Adam have to come up with questions of who has more for 64 minutes would be that would be worth watching. Just having you having to do that.
Believe it or not, and I'm not saying believe it or not because that's a segment, but believe it or not, who has more was one of the hardest segments for me to produce. I could not think of good who has more. All I needed to do was think of 8 of them for the what day was that? Wednesday show, and I really struggle with it.
Do you know that? No, it was a Tuesday show. I did the Wednesday show. Do you know that? Right? Didn't I do?
No, I don't think because Tuesday would have been waiver wire.
Yeah, no, I did the Wednesday show. You did Tuesday. I did Wednesday. Dave did Friday.
This is our CBS Sports Network last year.
Do you know the? I miss hosting our daily FFT show on HQ. The most painful thing that I ever had to do was name that player.
Tough.
But I did that every week.
Yeah, it's not easy.
All right. Starter Devontae Smith, or wait to see if Marvin Harrison plays. And if he doesn't, play Michael Wilson.
Devontae.
Devontae.
Okay, yeah, because we think Marvin's going to play. Devin Neal or Parker Washington?
I would go Neal now with Thomas back.
Okay.
You got more touches with Neal. It looks like it's standard, or at least we don't know. So for sure, I'm on Neal.
Falcons DST or Dolphins DST?
Ooh.
Falcons at the Jets, Dolphins against the Saints.
I think I'll go Dolphins home against Tyler Shuck.
Yeah, you can go that route. I like them both. And again, you get 2 weeks out of the Dolphins if you want.
Quick question for you two. Survivor started with 8,900 people. I'm down to 423. I have 2 options this week. Dolphins at home against the Saints or Jaguars on the road against the Titans. Where do you lean?
Always go home and never division.
Dolphins.
But Jaguars are playing for something.
Dolphins are 3-2 in their.
They're playing for something too.
I guess they're playing for something. Yeah, I mean, I do it with a friend, and he wants Dolphins, but I'm leaning Jags because I feel like they just need it more.
Jags, oh gosh,
I know they're an annoying.
They don't
team.
win convincingly.
Never, but
right?
they win.
Near the Dolphins. I mean,
at least the Jaguars are in the playoff.
Blew out the Bills. They blew out one other team.
Yeah.
They beat Washington in overtime. They blew out someone else recently.
I had this weird feeling that they're coming off a bye week, the Dolphins, and they're just like a team that doesn't really care about the season. They're just going to be lackadaisical.
This is what I would do. I would look at the Dolphins after a bye under McDaniel.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's smart. That's why I asked you.
There you go. I have Justin Jefferson on my
answer that question that you just posted.
Oh, what was the question? Oh, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Justin Jefferson, and Troy Franklin. Pick 2.
Ooh.
And a flex, so 3.
Oh, 1 then.
JJ is Justin Jefferson.
I'm probably saying Franklin. Unless you want to split up the Eagles, then sit Devontae Smith.
I don't know. I guess I can see that. I just feel like playing both of those Eagles receivers in this cold. It's so cold outside in this cold, windy game. It's not going to be what people think it is. I'm going unders in that game, but I I don't know who I bench of those two, AJ Brown or Devontae Smith. That's the problem.
Both tackles are out for the Bills.
I'm not benching Justin Jefferson. I want to see even though it's Seattle, I want to see Justin Jefferson with Max Brosmer. I have a weird feeling Max Brosmer is going to get that offensive. Brosmer. Okay, whatever.
Dalton Kincaid limited today. Okay, so that's it for YouTube for now. Thank you, everybody, for your questions. We will get to more of them later. Yeah, not a ton of news. It's going to be coming in throughout the show. But again, Marvin Harrison Jr. looking good right now. Trey Benson out. Jamie DeMercado or Devin Neal?
DeMercado?
Bam Knight or Devin Neal?
Yeah, I'd go Neal.
Okay. Bam Knight or Zach Charbonnet?
I'd go Bam Knight.
I only bring this up too because I just thought of this and I've been thinking about it all week. Because Jamie always uses this as a barometer of where we're at. Adam, did you ask Jamie about our 2 matchups last week in fantasy? I played Jamie in 2 different leagues last week. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were beat downs, like 60 to 70 point wins.
Yes. The 2 leagues where you're significantly better than me, you beat me down very, very badly.
So listen, I got to say something because, you're saying I'm spoon-fed stuff, but I'm not spoon-fed this.
Who said that? Jamie's. I never said that. Jamie
comments. I read emails. I got to tell you, buddy, people hate it when you brag. You should not do this right now. Just stop. I have to keep assuring people Dan is just playing a character.
They don't know me if they think that's serious. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They should know better by now. They should know better.
You should know better by now.
They should know better by now. It's fun to have fun and rib a little bit on the show. All right.
I agree. It is fun. Yeah.
All right. And if it affects them, I'll do my best to stop bragging, even though it's all fun act. But if you want No Fun Dan, you can find No Fun. Oh, I'll be No Fun Dan. I can find a way to get to access No Fun Dan. Okay.
NFT. We love them. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to add, or you just wanted to get that in there?
I just needed to get that in there. Yeah.
All right. Anybody gonna think about downgrading Josh Allen without his tackles at Pittsburgh?
No. You're still starting him.
Yeah, you still have to play him. I don't think you just have to hope that they can have a basically design like that quick game type access to the passing game that we've seen the Chargers do.
It's not a great weather weekend, as Dan was alluding to. So it's not bad, though. The worst one, according to Kevin Roth right now, is San Francisco at Cleveland. Could be pretty windy. Winds around 20 miles per hour. Gusts up to 35. So that's the worst one. And that's your weather update. And it's time for football, folks, at BetMGM. Register with BetMGM to get instant access to the best variety of parlay selection features. No sweat and boost tokens, live betting options, and much more. New players can receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets with the bonus code FANTASY if they don't win their first bet. You don't want to miss out on any of the hard-hitting action at BetMGM. Place your money line, parlay bets, and more today. BetMGM, make it legendary. All righty. Emails, fantasyfootball@cbsi.com. From Jake. Sit to. Why? Just say start to if it's 4 people. Anyway, Michael Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Travion Henderson, and Emeka Ibuka. Who are your 2 favorites there? Michael Wilson, Jalen Waddle, Henderson, and Ibuka.
Waddle and Henderson are my 2 favorites there.
I would put Wilson there if Harrison is out, though.
Yeah. I guess we don't know yet. Yeah, if Harrison's out, I like Wilson more. But over who? Henderson?
Yeah.
So it would be Wilson and Waddle.
Yeah. Okay. And then
I do not like Ibuka if Baker's not playing at all.
Not better than those guys.
Josh Allen. I almost said Drake May, and then I went Josh Allen or Drake May, 4 point per passing touchdown.
Allen.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just not going to ever bench Josh Allen if I have Josh Allen on any team, any matchup.
And you do have Josh Allen on a team. It's your Bake Burger Dynasty League, which is 11-1.
You did that, not me. You did that. All right. I'm trying to retire the bragging. That was on you.
Rod Z from North Carolina wants to know Brissett or May, and I'm playing against the guy that has Marvin Harrison. Should that matter?
I would go May over Brissett, and that should not matter.
Yeah, no. It's May. I mean, Giants defense. It's a great matchup.
This email is for Dan. Okay. It says, Dear Clarence, Joe, Emil, Steve, and Leon.
Clarence, Joe, Emil, Steve, and Leon. Am I supposed to know that?
No, I couldn't get it. It's the bad guys from the original RoboCop. Extremely random.
You think I've seen RoboCop?
Yeah,
I don't barely even know what it is. Is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who was RoboCop? Schwarzenegger or no?
What was the name
Like
of
a
that guy?
Schwarzenegger type?
No,
Like
what was his
Van
name?
Damme or something? One of those.
No, I'm trying to tell you. No, it's not one of those like action guys. What was his, Jamie? What was the guy? Peter Weller.
Oh, that's a great call.
that?
Yeah.
Peter Weller played RoboCop. He says, this email is for Dan. I usually agree with pretty much every take Dan has, but he doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to the Beatles and Ringo's star. The reason why it seems Ringo isn't great is because he is so good that it seems simple. Go watch the Beatles anthology on Disney Plus. Watch Ringo, and you'll see how great he really is.
I have respect for that take. I mean, it might just be so simple. It's good. That is because, like, for example, the drummer in blanking on his name, the drummer in Krungbin, he's so simple. I think that people I've read online, like, this guy's the best. He's always in the pocket, whatever that means. I don't really know, but I follow along. My Ringo was like an addition to the take. What it really comes down to with the Beatles is I don't think they play the guitar very like as good as like the like great guitar players in the history of guitar. So like to me, like rock is mainly guitar. It's other stuff too. There's ancillary pieces that are important, but there's just much better guitar out there. Like I just don't know how I could think that Beatles are the best to ever do it. Again, top 20, I give them. Top 10, probably. 1-1, no, not 1-1.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that they're like kind of like Bart Starr, and you're talking.
We just don't know them that well. It's just
well, no, it's just they played a different game than the Rolling Stones and all that. You know, they were of a different era, not that much before, but they were a different type of band. All right. Like they're like the Bart Starr, and then you're kind of talking about the Joe Montanas, and they're kind of hard to compare.
Not
Montana. I want to take a break.
Montana didn't have good arm talent. System quarterback. Just kidding. Great play.
You know what? When we come back, I've said a lot of crazy things. I had a lot of bad takes, but I'm gonna defend one of my takes when we come back on Fantasy Football.
Critics agree Landman is a hit.
We roll the dice one last time.
Men die. Oil companies don't.
Have you guys seen the new season of Landman yet?
No.
Either.
No, I'm still on the first one.
You did or didn't?
I'm halfway through the first season.
Okay. It's okay. I'm not going to say anything then.
It's great,
so
right?
Fun. It's so fun. Demi Moore's so good in it.
So I'm going to defend the take. Now, I said before the season started, I got crushed for this.
Okay.
And I kind of just said it in the heat of the moment that Caleb Williams is the best arm in the NFL.
I really remember when you said that.
I really think he is the best arm in the NFL. I've watched a lot of tape. The ball gets out of his hand and to the receiver faster than any quarterback that I've watched. Caleb Williams has the best arm in football.
So I think it's a good debate. It depends what you're talking. Are you talking about velocity purely?
Strongest arm and also ability.
So then don't say best arm, because I think arm talent, which is what I try to define it as. I once had an interview with Trent Dilfer who had a great breakdown of this. It's the ability to change trajectory, pace. Like these are things that are not really good for Caleb Williams right now. If you're just talking strongest arm velocity wise, it's either Caleb, Herbert. I'm trying to think who else would compete with those two.
Mahomes.
Those are no, definitely not Mahomes. Definitely not Mahomes.
I feel like Mahomes
velocity, definitely not Mahomes. This version of Mahomes, what's left of his arm, definitely not Mahomes.
No, you're wrong.
I think Mahomes shows it sometimes, but
if you're talking about like just judge it on, and I know what Adam's talking about, watching a lot of more tape for
put a radar gun on it.
Yeah, radar gun.
You could put a radar. I'm just talking about run the dig route, the 12-yard in breaking route. That ball that Caleb puts on those 12-yard in breakers, Mahomes is not throwing with that kind of velocity on that throw. Herbert, Williams, who else?
Allen, I would think you would have
Allen, they just don't let him do it anymore. But when he used to throw those in breakers in the Dable offense, when Dable was there, yes, Josh Allen, it's those three. Who else? Stafford. I see that in the comments. That's another good. Stafford still has that same level of velocity.
If you're gonna discount Mahomes and still give Stafford, then you're crazy.
Stafford has much better velocity on his throws than Mahomes.
You're saying that Mahomes doesn't. If Mahomes wanted to dial it up, he'll dial it up.
I think
why?
He can.
I mean, they don't really have those throws in their offense. That's a fair point. They don't run that. So in that system, they don't have a lot of those throws. But like There are some times where he has to throw over the middle of the field. It's not the same velocity.
He doesn't do it consistently. It's effortless for Caleb. Unfortunately, it's pretty much every throw. It's like he
And
does.
by the way, I'm not tripping. TM42 Mars. I know Mahomes has an amazing arm. It's obviously not what it was. I was the original Mahomes guy. When he was talked about as a 3rd round pick, I said he should be the first quarterback in the class. Look it up on my Twitter. I have receipts on this. So just you can go look it up. I wanted the Giants to take him. His arm attack was the best I've ever seen. His arm now doesn't feel the same as it was. But Mahomes, I would say, still has the best arm talent because he can change trajectory and touch and put different type of pace on the football. But if we're just talking about pure velocity, that's all Adam is talking about.
Yeah.
It doesn't look the same when Mahomes is throwing a 15-yard dig as when Williams sticks it right on the receiver.
Williams,
if he's accurate.
And sometimes he makes these throws like on the run across his body that just it's crazy.
But Rodgers, by the way, still kind of has that too.
People are saying it about Lamar.
Drake May deserves in the conversation as well.
Lamar,
I wouldn't put Lamar just talking straight velocity. But the other thing is, like, it also looks faster for a player like Williams because he throws such a flat ball. That's not necessarily a good thing. It's it's not easy. Receivers talk a lot about how it's easier to catch up. Like when Russell Wilson was in camp, all the Giants receivers are raving about him because there's no hitting and there's no pass rush, and it's just throwing those moon balls up and it drops right in. But like, you want to have some trajectory and touch on the ball to make it easier for the receivers. But Williams kind of just rips it right in.
Yeah, he does. Okay, so I have a moral dilemma. We'll get back to the questions, but I have a moral dilemma for the fantasy cops, guys. Someone sent an interesting fantasy cops, and they attached screenshots of the text messages between him and the commissioner, and it gets pretty heated. And I asked him if I could read the text messages on the air, and he said yes, but I don't know if I should do that. It feels like
you should.
It feels like a violation of this other guy who's not involved, has no idea, and I'm going to read his comment, like his text, his personal text. I don't know. What do you think?
I think you do it.
Okay, I'll do it. All right, back to the questions here from Anthony. Dear Fitzgerald, Bird, and David. That's good.
All Larry's.
Larry's, yeah.
Not hard to figure that one out.
I started Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs, and now I'm in risk of getting cut in the Guillotine League. Ooh. Who should I flex? Woody Marks, Bucky Irving, DK Metcalf, or Michael Pittman? Full PPR.
Marks.
Yeah, I'm going Marks too.
I mean,
Colts run defense last 2 weeks without DeForest Buckner has not been the same.
Okay, from Justin. I need help in non-PPR. Give me your two favorites here. Jalen Warren, Quinshon Judkins, Chargers starting running back, Tyrone Tracy. Remember, it's non-PPR. Warren, Judkins, Chargers starter, Tyrone Tracy.
Judkins, I'll start with. It's just
one.
one.
Names again?
Yeah, Judkins, Jalen Warren, Chargers running back, Tyrone Tracy.
If it's just one, Judkins for me.
It's two.
Oh,
non-PPR.
Judkins. Yeah.
Jalen Warren is my favorite by far.
Yeah, it's Warren and Judkins, but Warren's in non-PPR. Yeah, Warren and Judkins for me.
Okay.
Who's your second, Jamie?
Warren is first. Judkins will be second.
Okay.
Full PPR, pick one. Kenneth Gainwell. I'm already playing Jalen Warren. Kenneth Gainwell or Quentin Johnston?
Johnston, if you already have Warren in your lineup.
I'm actually playing a lineup with both Steelers running backs. I think in PPR, there's opportunities for both these guys to be 12 plus points.
Yeah. Philosophically, I don't mind in a situation like this where it's Quentin Johnston is your other choice. Locking up the Steelers backfield because probably one of them is going to have a good game. Maybe both.
Yeah.
But at least you're taking a step to not ensure, but come closer to ensuring at least one of those two guys that you're starting is going to be good.
Can we make a pledge? Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you want to have two good players in your roster, not
of course, but I don't
get one.
Right. Like if Quentin Johnston were Justin Jefferson or something, I would go with Jefferson. But Quentin Johnston is too scary for me. I don't really.
I mean, they may have the same amount of catches, Gainwell and Johnston, and Johnston will probably do more with that. But there's also the potential of what we saw from Gainwell last week, minus the tush push play. Take that out,
right?
Because that was fluky. He still scored 12.7 PPR points without that play.
True.
And you are playing Buffalo, which has been so bad for So bad at
Yeah, the
defending.
matchup's great too. Yeah, I see it. Can we make a pledge from this point on as we enter each fantasy offseason? We give our advice. We will respect and appreciate and take the value when it's there on any Arthur Smith run game, any options in any Arthur Smith run game that get devalued. Jalen Warren was not drafted high. Like, this guy just produces run games over and over and over again. He did it in Atlanta. He's doing it again in Pittsburgh. People score. If you're a running back on his teams, they score. He figures out, he's got great blocking schemes, and he just designs run games that work.
I think the reason why Jalen Warren was not drafted high was because of Caleb Johnson. It wasn't necessarily a Warren thing. It was we were of the belief that they spent a second round pick on Caleb Johnson. And I know for me, like, I like Jalen Warren slightly better, but I wasn't saying you got to go get Jalen Warren early because of Caleb Johnson's presence.
The problem with Arthur Smith is he loves committees, but he does.
It's committee, but then we're at the point of this season right now where, like, we can start both of them and be fine. Or
they're so different.
Yeah,
all right,
but the point is that just, like, going through the running backs are such a big part of that offense.
This is Mike from Beaufort, South Carolina. Bucky Irving, Quinshon Judkins, or Cortland Sutton. Pick one.
What's the format?
God.
I don't know.
Judkins is probably the safest.
This is not a ratty T-shirt, Adam Lee. It's just not ironed well. Adam Lee said, "Why bother showing split screens when all I see is Dan's huge straps and a silhouette of a ratty T-shirt? This is not a ratty T-shirt."
All right, Judkins. Maybe saying Judkins. Okay.
It was Judkins or who?
Sutton or Bucky Irving.
Yeah, Judkins.
Just out of curiosity, I Googled quarterback velocity ratings to see if there was any.
Yeah. But what is it from? The combine?
Laughable. The first name that came up.
It probably Mahomes, but like, this is prime Mahomes. Or no, Baker. Baker throws the velocity too.
Laughable, the first name that came up.
Anthony Richardson.
You're so far off.
Teddy Bridgewater.
So far off.
Just do it. I mean, when is this
Gabriel?
That's so dumb.
Dylan Gabriel.
That just doesn't make sense.
Top QBs by throwing velocity. Dylan Gabriel threw a ball at 74.9 miles per hour at the Senior Bowl.
No.
Potentially breaking the NFL Combine record. Then it has Jordan Love to be the fastest throw ever recorded in NFL history, 61.9 miles per hour. Mahomes is third, highlighted for 62 mile per hour throws in game situations. Josh Allen, 62 miles per hour. J.J. McCarthy threw a ball at 61 miles per hour at the NFL Combine. So it's taking most of like Combine, and it's at situations where they mostly measure it. But I mean, you obviously have Mahomes and Allen in there as game stuff.
I don't know how they're going. They're just taking some from game, some from Combine. But the Gabriel thing is laughable if you just watch. Like, if you watch the tape,
of course,
it doesn't even make sense.
All right, here we go. Last email from Dan. Says, a stadium is a building. It has a roof, but in an open air stadium, the roof only covers a portion of the seating. I think what you were viscerally reacting to is this. The real question, in my very honest opinion, is the field in the building? The field is essentially a glorified enclosed courtyard. Is an enclosed courtyard in the building? A fully enclosed courtyard is considered in the building, but it changes the question to something a little less straightforward than, is a stadium a building?
I can't wait to hear you flip-flop on this one.
Yeah, I think stadium is a structure. I don't know if it's a building. I just don't know. I feel like buildings have roofs. I feel like buildings have roofs. Oh.
I don't think so. I don't think a building needs a roof. I think a building needs walls to be a building.
Okay. All right. We're going to do some fantasy cops. I want to thank everybody for.
By the way, there was a comment, I think Adam Lee, I forget the whole name, that said Dan Marino is the velo god. Yes. Dan Marino at 60 would throw the ball faster than half the guys.
Dylan Gabriel. Somehow the fastest in the NFL, according to this random metric that we're using.
I was at, I want to say LaGuardia, and I was getting lunch, and Dan Marino was one table away from me. And I worked for CBS at the time, and so did he. Or maybe he had just stopped. No, I don't think he did anymore. And I did not have the gut. He was by himself. I did not have the guts to say anything to him.
Same thing happened to me when I was visiting you guys in Florida, and I was at the same hotel as Rick Spielman, and he was at a table next to me, and I really wanted to talk to him about NFL GM stuff, and I just did not have the guts to do it.
That's the weird one, because Rick is was working for us at the time and
Yes.
was doing a show that day.
Yeah, that's why I was there. Like we were in the same hotel. They put us in
Yeah,
the same
you
hotel.
not sending him to Rick is.
I'll
funny.
tell you why though. I didn't think he was gonna like not want to talk. I just felt like he was like trying to. He's like he ate fast, wrapped it up, got the check, and like got out of there. I feel like he was just wanted his alone time, and like I didn't want to bother him in his moment of just like the bliss of being alone.
Stay with Marino. Yeah.
I used to, so Dave and I used to do our show Sunday mornings from New York, and then we would go watch games with the NFL Today crew, the old NFL Today crew, which Marino was part of. So I remember my favorite story. You know, I grew up the biggest Dan Marino fan, so it was the best situation for me ever. So I remember sitting next to him when Cam Newton broke the rushing record. I think it was rookie rushing record or most rushing touchdowns in a season. Maybe I think it was his rookie year. And I look at Dan and I said, "Do you remember how many rushing touchdowns you had?" And he looks up and he's like thinking about it for a few minutes. And he looks over at me and goes, "Do you think I give an F?"
No way.
It was the funniest and most perfect thing. Like he didn't need the
timing on that is so good.
I mean, he was laughing. You know, he wasn't trying to be mean to me. It was just.
Oh, that's so good.
It was just like if he's like, like, was he actually thinking about it? Or was he just thinking like, I'm just gonna pause for a second?
He's just pausing for delivery. Yeah, so good.
To go and fall. It was so perfect. So perfect.
That is great. Awesome. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Dan, if you could, you know, later in life work with your childhood hero, who would it be? Your Dan Marino.
Manning.
Eli Manning?
Yeah, for sure. Eli Manning. And my friend actually, his son is at the same school as Eli's son, or something is going on where like he's playing football on weekends and he gets to see Eli. So I'm like trying to nudge him, like get him on the podcast, but like it's not gonna happen.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a break, come back with the fantasy cops. We'll be reading people's private text messages after this.
Only CBS Sports can bring you big time during the heart of Saturday afternoons. It's big time.
It's big time. It's big time. It's big time.
On CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
By the way, Johnny Airport again, he said that I don't consider a stadium to be a building, but I do consider a doghouse to be a building. All right, fantasy.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, right. It's so good. This one's from Andrew. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable. Okay, I have an issue with my league's commissioner. There has been an inactive team in our league that had not paid league dues until week 11. Once this inactive team paid in week 11, the commissioner added themselves to the inactive team and started making lineup changes and roster moves.
What?
Hold on. In week 12, after that suspect action, the commissioner made a trade with this inactive team. The commissioner sent Ramondre Stevenson and Jared Goff, Nigel Tootin, and Ladd McConkey. The trade would be okay if only the commissioner wasn't in control of both teams.
Oh my God.
FYI, the commissioner is in first place, and the inactive team is a long shot to make the playoffs, but not yet mathematically eliminated. Is this behavior normal for fantasy football? What should be done about teams who don't set an active lineup? And what should be done with my brother, my expletive brother, who is clearly overreaching as commissioner?
Oh
It's
my
his brother.
God.
We didn't hear that part until we really saved that one for the end.
This is the worst one we've ever had.
This is the worst one we've ever had. This is
the worst one we ever had.
This is
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
I almost don't believe it's real, but it
Right.
probably is. It probably
Wait,
is.
hold on. Just so we get the whole big picture of this. The brother of the commissioner is writing us this email.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
The commissioner decided to. So wait, I was a little confused. Wait until after they paid or didn't pay?
Made them pay, and then took over, added himself.
Once they paid, then took over.
That
Yes.
makes no sense.
Got you. All right.
Yes.
So first off, this person can never be the commissioner ever again. I think that you got to reverse the trade.
This guy can't be setting lineups for people though either.
Well,
Like,
I get. So we've had this come up before. If someone's inactive and you notice it early in the season and you start doing it, then you got to do it throughout the course of the season.
right, yeah. you
And
just do
that
it.
person that's inactive, that person you kick out without question. But if you're just doing it like at random points in the season, that's not fair because everybody has to have the same advantage.
Yeah.
1 week he likes the match. He's like, all right, well, I need to win this.
I
week
need to
for
beat
this
that guy. So let me make some.
This is
matchups.
essentially the commissioner's just playing two teams. It's unreal. He's playing two on. I've never seen it before. He's actually it's crazy. He's such a good chance to win.
Oh man, it's so good.
He said, "Is this normal?" No, not only is it normal, it's an outlier. You may be the only league where this has ever happened, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So that's obviously insane behavior. Thank you for this hilarious fantasy cops. Okay. Next one is from Aaron in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. He says, "Hey there, Hannibal, Murdoch, Templeton, and Bosco." Jamie,
That's the A team.
the 18. I
What
play
movie is
in a
that from?
series. What'd you say?
What movie is the A Team from?
Oh my
It's a-
god.
It's a Mr. T
I
TV
think I
show
would know that.
And in a movie.
and a movie. Yeah, but Mr. T wasn't in the movie, right? That was like a newer movie, right?
No, it was.
What was Mr.
updated
T's
version.
deal?
That
He was like a
Liam
tough
Neeson
guy,
was,
or-
Hannibal.
What was the whole
Rampage Jackson was Mr. T.
Okay. Pause, fantasy cops. Dan is asking about Mr. T, and this leads me to believe that
What?
you have never seen any of the Rockies.
What's the Rockies?
Rocky.
Oh my
movies.
god.
Oh no, I've never seen any of the Rocky movies.
What?
Of course not. Not seen Rocky 1, not seen. No, I've seen. Of course, I've not seen that Rocky movies. The only movies I've seen are like, it's again.
You've
it's
never
like-
seen Rocky?
No, I haven't seen
Oh.
Rocky.
You
I
have a
would
desire.
again. I would see all of these movies. I'm sure they're great.
They're
But
great.
no, I have not seen.
Adam,
Rocky.
put him in timeout for 64 seconds.
There's a lot of these. You're going to be surprised I haven't seen. Honestly,
Rocky?
Yeah.
I don't know why you're surprised at this point.
Rocky.
That's the more
You're a
surprising.
sports fan.
Yeah, dude, it's a sports movie.
Yeah.
And it won Best Picture, Rocky. It's an incredible movie.
Yeah, but it takes place in Philadelphia.
There is nothing still to this day that gets me more fired up than when Adrian says in the hospital bed.
Yeah, don't tell him. Don't tell him. But
No, what do you don't tell me?
Somehow it hasn't been spoiled to me.
go do a marathon, man. But one of the worst ones is the one with Mr. T. It's not that
I'd
good.
rather just
What?
watch the new season of
Not-
Landman.
It's the third. It's
You're watching Landman before Rocky? Oh yeah,
Of
go watch
course,
Landman.
I always
Go
watch TV shows. I'm a TV
one,
show
two,
guy.
1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 2, 4.
You know,
3.
I actually someone asked has Dan seen the Goonies. Somehow I've seen the Goonies, but I haven't seen Rocky. This is crazy, but true.
This is great. All right, anyway, I play in a series of Scott Fishbowl themed leagues. All the rosters, all of them have the rosters and the scoring from the Scott Fishbowl, but they are each in a different format. One's redraft, one's keeper, one's dynasty, etc. I
Okay.
compete in several of the leagues. Blah blah blah. So we played 12 weeks now and assumed that all of the leagues were set up properly. But this week in the Dynasty League, which he is not the commissioner of, we realized something was set up wrong. Sam Laporta was dropped by a team that's out of it in a Dynasty League. We have no idea why.
Ooh.
That isn't the problem, though. Where it went sideways is that instead of a 2-day waiver period and then him becoming a free agent, which is standard in most of our leagues, we realized that in this Dynasty League, there was no waiver period aside from the one that locks players after they've played. So, long story short, Laporta was dropped at 11:30 a.m., and when waivers ran at noon, he was picked up by the only manager who saw that he was on waivers. The late drop and the lack of a waiting period made it impossible for anyone who was working a day job to see that Laporta had been dropped, leaving him with only one manager to scoop Sam Laporta up in this Dynasty League. I think it's insane that Dynasty League doesn't have a waiver drop period, and the commissioner admitted that it was a mistake. He then stated that the mistake would have to be voted on in the offseason. Can this league really allow Laporta to be had for free on waivers, or does this league-changing oversight need to be fixed?
I think this league-changing oversight does need to be fixed. The integrity of the league is at stake here, in my opinion, at least. Like, you have a player as good as Sam Laporta from a dynasty standpoint, just hitting waivers for a matter of hours, and whoever was lucky enough to see it gets it. That's terrible. There's just nothing good about it. I
go a
agree. You
different
didn't have
route
the. Yeah, go ahead.
This is not a player that should be getting dropped in a dynasty league.
Well,
If
yeah,
you're all
that's a
friends,
problem.
You should probably say, "Did you mean to do this?"
And what if he says yes?
If he says yes, then that's the second part comes in.
If
But,
he
like,
says
this is
yes,
probably
you
a
try to
mistake.
trade with him right away.
This is probably a mistake.
I don't know. I would probably just, I don't know what I would do. So he gets dropped at 11:30. Waivers run at noon. Only one person even saw the transaction. This person was around his computer or phone or whatever.
You
It's
can't
Florida.
penalize the person for not. He didn't break any rules.
Yeah,
Dude, Laporta, guy who dropped Laporta, the guy picked up Laporta.
the guy who picked up Laporta, James.
Yeah, but it's not penalizing him. It's just correcting a wrong. Like,
But it's not correcting it wrong. This is what the the way that the league was set up.
Yeah,
So
not
it has
a
to be
wrong
adjusted in the offseason.
technically.
You can't take it away from now.
Yeah, and people agree with you, Jamie. Mel Bailey says Dan is wrong. Everyone has the same opportunity to review the settings beginning of the season. I totally understand that, but there's times where there's just leagues like not as serious as ours, Mel Bailey. Like us three and you probably feel that way because we take these leagues seriously.
I
This may be
don't.
just a fun league for friends. What do you mean you don't?
I don't feel that way. In fact, I feel that even though I do take leagues very seriously, I never review waiver wire settings.
That's true. Me either.
It would never even occur to me that a player
just assume they're set up right and better than this.
Exactly. I don't think it is on every player in a fantasy league who has a lot going on in his or her life to read the freaking details of the league when something as simple as a player gets dropped, he shouldn't be available 30 minutes later.
Right.
We just know that from playing fantasy. This is an obvious mistake.
Right.
I would put Laporta back on the team that dropped him. But I know that's not necessarily consistent with some of the other things I've said on Fantasy Cops. But in this case, no, I cannot allow this one manager to get Sam Laporta because he was available in a way that should never have happened. And no reasonable fantasy player would expect Laporta to be available in that situation.
I'll tell you what, though, I would be on the text chain with on a text message with that Sam Laporta manager, the original Laporta manager, trying to just pick apart the rest of that team because you can do good job. You can do good work there. Let me tell you.
All right, guys, let's go to our next Fantasy Cops. And it is from...
Get to the one with the text message already.
That's the last one.
That's the main event.
All right, you know what? I'll skip this one from Michael because it's...
No, you can't do that now. Do it.
It's really not that great, though. But, okay, it's actually good. It's actually good. Our long-running work league has an interesting dilemma. About 4 weeks ago, I noticed a strange difference with Malik Washington's point totals versus how he scored on another full PPR site. So upon investigation, it looks like the commissioner accidentally set kick return yardage to 0.1 points per yard at the beginning of the year. When we started to uncover the mess, we realized why teams with Turpin and Mims as flexes were doing so great. One member of the league, let's call him Kyle, was outraged and demanded that the commissioner fix this mess. So since none of us thought it was that big of a deal, the commissioner went in and corrected the mistake.
No.
He removed the return yard point.
No.
And it flipped some members' win-loss records by 2 to 3 wins.
Wow.
That seemed outrageous. So he went back and fixed it. And because of this, Kyle quit the league. To add insult to injury, I picked up Chimere DK and now likely have a league-winning wide receiver who in most leagues would be at best a bench guy. Was there a better way to handle this clear mistake, but was in the rules if anyone actually read them? What do you think?
Kyle, stop being a baby. Otherwise, see you later.
Yeah, everyone's pretty pissed at Kyle in the chat here.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Kyle. But it is.
I mean,
funny,
there
though,
obviously were managers that were paying attention to it and taking advantage of it.
Yes, and it actually is. Chimere DK is on pace to break the all-time all-purpose yards record, which is crazy. Yes, beating Darren Sproles out.
You know, I wish there were a way to make the fix in the settings without it retroactively changing the scores.
Right.
But it doesn't appear that there is that way, which is a shame. So it's tough.
But even then it's tough because you could say that, Adam, but then people made roster moves based on the scoring, and then that's
like anyone. It doesn't seem like anyone noticed.
No, you just said
Very
that.
What do you mean? People notice. People had these guys,
Turpin
in the flags, and they're killing it. People obviously did notice and take advantage of it.
But then why
they
did
should
they
be
all
penalized for making roster moves they wouldn't have otherwise made, and then losing out on potential bench stashes and things like that?
I would imagine at any point in the season, from basically week 2 on, that when you go to your stats page to pick up players, that was reflected in there that those players have been performing differently.
Yeah, the projections are going to be.
And
totally
especially sounds like, if not Kyle or whoever sent this email in, was aware of that because of Malik Washington's scoring difference in different leagues.
Right.
There's a great Tenacious D song. It just goes, "Last week, Kyle quit the band." You know that one, Dan?
No, I don't really.
Now we're back together. It's a great song.
I don't know.
All right, that's it for that one.
That's a Jack Black man, right?
Yeah. Let's read some private texts. Okay, Fantasy Cops from Ian. He says, 12-team keeper league, made a deadline trade with the commissioner on Friday. The commissioner waited until 12:51 p.m. on Sunday to process the trade.
What?
He did not inform me he had done so.
What?
I, of course, did not notice until after the lineups locked and asked if any of my running backs could be put into the empty slot. I didn't care who. I just wanted a complete roster. The commissioner freaked out, lied, threatened to boot me without refund, and called me a pile of names in the league chat. Was I wrong to ask for a lineup change? I've attached some screenshots of the dragging I took in the group chat. I'm sorry. So he says, I'm sorry. My understanding was that the commish has the ability to alter lineups after game starts. I Googled it and it gave me that being an option. So anyway, blah, 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 he says. Then the commissioner writes back, you made the trade, so I processed it. Processed it. Again, not my fault. I did what I was supposed to do. You are supposed to check your roster for injuries before kickoff, right? Or you want me to monitor that for you as well? Didn't realize I was babysitting your roster based on your work schedule. What was I thinking? And he says, now 9 minutes before game started without as little as a heads up is shady. I'm over it. I'll add someone else. Blah, blah, blah.
What?
And he says to the commissioner, you are insufferable. I'm not even remotely trying to run my mouth. And then the guy says, you need to look in the mirror, bud. It gets really nasty.
So
read
just
it. You need to look. No, read a little in that.
No, it's just out of order. And then Ian, our emailer, says, nah, dude, you're totally in the wrong. Commish says, nope, sure I'm not. Like, not even 1% in the wrong. Keep going, though. And
what is this? A group of friends, or is this just like a group of online?
I just want to understand this. So the trade was made on the league, but the commissioner has to process it.
Yeah.
Right.
It was made Friday, and
So he purposely processed it and 9 minutes before kickoff.
But
right?
I don't know how this works on other sites, but on our site, even if the commissioner does not process the trade, it still will say trade has been accepted pending commissioner processing it. So his name's Ian?
Ian is our guy, yeah.
So was Ian not aware that the trade was agreed upon?
No, he knew the trade was agreed upon. He just didn't know when it was going to get processed. And then, bam, 9 minutes before kickoff, which is 4 minutes before we have to set our lineups, the commissioner processes the trade and doesn't even tell him. And the commissioner is giving him a hard time for not checking.
Right.
And so then he wants to change his lineup with the trade?
He wants to get the players he traded for in the lineup. Yeah.
He sent an email that just said, I have an empty roster spot on my starting lineup. Can we just put one of my running backs from the bench in there? Because the commissioner has that ability. And the commissioner went off on him and threatened to kick him out of the league.
All right, this commissioner sucks.
He said, FYI, the commissioner said, I don't need this bleep on my day off. He's 2 seconds away from getting kicked and no refund if he keeps it up. Got enough skills right now without putting up with crap over nothing. Guy's in last place at 2-9 and keeps running his mouth.
What the? I'm like, I got so many questions here. Is this a league of friends or just like online people who met and want to play in a pay league?
They have to be friends. They wouldn't all exchange text messages.
Yeah, right.
This is great. Let me read this last one.
Who would do
Commissioner says, go look at your roster, you whiner. It was fixed. Never again will I do that for you. You want to make a last minute trade? Pay attention to your bleep. Not
last
my problem.
Minute trade.
Hold on. Not my problem to alert you that your trade went through at all. And then Ian says, I'll send this into the fantasy cops. See what they say. LOL.
These guys are going to get dragged.
The commissioner says, again, you have me confused with someone who cares what you think or say. It's not fair to anyone else that misses a deadline, but because you didn't see it, we should fix your lineup. Man up, and better yet, grow up, dude.
This commissioner sucks.
I mean, I'll drag him. I don't care. I'll go a little further than that. This is one of the worst people I've ever encountered in fantasy cups in the history of me being a part of fantasy football today in CBS. I think this guy should not only be removed as commissioner, he should be kicked out of the league, potentially out of your friend group. I don't know how long you guys have been friends for. This person.
What a jerk.
He just genuinely doesn't seem like a good human being. I'm just going to be honest about the situation. I wouldn't want to be friends with that person. I don't know why you would be.
I don't understand the approach of and the wording of, it's not my job to notify you of the trade going through. Yes, it is your job.
You're the commissioner.
Like, you should say, hey, by the way, I just processed our trade. Is there anything that you need to have done to your lineup? Because it's 4 minutes before.
Right. My bad. I forgot to process the trade on Thursday when it went through. And now I waited 3 days. I screwed up as commissioner by waiting till 12:51. I'm the one processing it. Obviously, I know I can change my lineup. Do you want these guys in your lineup?
Of course.
Yes.
Poochie's uncle says he should hang out with Kyle.
I mean, clearly this guy doesn't
care
care about being dragged by us, the fantasy football cops, which is fine. Like, good for him for living the life he is. He's clearly like living in one of those situations where it's like my world, you're just all living in it. But like, why would this guy be the commissioner of your league? That's the thing. Like, clearly you guys are interested in fantasy football enough to be on a text chain and sending it into the fantasy football cops of CBS Sports. Like, so there are multiple people in your league who can take over as commish. This guy's out. I think he should be out of your league in general. And I would debate just being friends with him for the rest of your life. I don't know if he's worth having in your life.
I think he probably listens to our show, so I feel a little bad here. But
I don't feel bad at all.
He's wrong, man.
The only
If
thing
I
I
didn't
feel bad
hear
is
the text messages, I might have felt bad. But
there's
no.
only one way I would feel bad about this. If he didn't vote yet. If he voted, then I'm good.
We know who he's voting for now. All right. Thank you all so much for the Fantasy Cops. And again, the64.com. Click on Best Sports Podcast and Radio Show. Vote for Fantasy Football. Today you have today. I mean, if you're listening on Saturday, it might be too late, but I think it extends to Saturday. But please go vote for us. We'd appreciate that. Apple Podcast questions. Here's a fun one from FF Today fan or FFT Today fan. What do you enjoy most about your job? What brings you the most joy? I read this 3 days ago and I haven't gotten my answer yet. I cannot figure out what to say to this.
I know what it is for me.
What is it?
Literally getting to do this show. That's 100% my favorite thing about this job. It was not supposed to be like what I did as part of my job when I took this job and moved over from the NFL team as an editor there to the fantasy team as an editor. But thank you to Adam and Jamie for getting me on this show. And it's expanded to other shows. And it's not just this specifically, though the mailbag is my favorite part specifically, but it's everything for FFT. Big fan of this. But other than that, I would say it's Draftathon. Those are the two things each year that I get most excited about.
Draftathon is rewarding in a completely different way, just on another level. Mailbag is
my least favorite thing about doing this job.
No, people really gave Erin Andrews a lot of flack for what she said. Did you see this?
Yes.
Oh, this is why this question. Yeah, I saw that. She's complaining about having to work holidays and stuff.
I don't know if she was complaining. She just mentioned that she misses like having holidays. And she
was being honest, and she was relaying what one of her producers said to her, or professor, said to her prior to taking the job. And look, everybody's jobs are different. Everybody's lives are different in the jobs that they do. Every job comes with pros and cons. There are things that you should love about your job and hate about your job. To answer your question, Adam, I probably get the most shiitake mushrooms about sometimes it looks like I don't want to be here. I get that a lot. And that like I'm disinterested or whatever. Like, this is the best part of what we do. And I'll sit there and stare at the comments. I think you guys are hilarious. Our audience, I think, is the best part of what we do.
Agreed.
We highlight Johnny Airport a lot, but like, there's just a lot of funny stuff that goes in their conversations with each other and the things that they say about us. This is my favorite show that we do during the week, just because I think it's hilarious about the stuff that happens. Fantasy cops and just the questions and just the tangents that we go on. Like my favorite shows, aside from this one, are our night shows. Whenever we do those, like, it just, we get silly and it's fun. But I mean, like, you think about some of the things that have happened in the history of our show, this year included. Like, I mean, from Dave's with the sun to
the sun thing is so good.
The
Dan's shirt,
your shirt,
the HW. You know what?
Yeah.
My
Star Trek shirt, like it, and it's like, I'll send. I forget what it was that made me laugh most. Oh, and we started the show by accident.
When, just now?
No, we didn't realize that we were on a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Like, I showed that to my wife, and she's like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "Just keep watching," and then eventually she laughs. But like, there's things that just happen here that, even unless you're part of our community, like, it's hard to explain. It's just so funny.
Yeah. The mailbag is my favorite.
Oh, nice.
And I also miss holidays. Like, I don't criticize anyone. Be like, "Oh, you have such a great job," whatever. It's okay for Erin Andrews to miss holidays, and I miss them too. Like, I don't really get to go with 2 years ago. My entire family and my cousins, they all went on a vacation over Christmas, and I couldn't go, and it sucked.
Yeah.
It's
Could you have worked from there?
I don't think so. I would have had to work at, like, in a hotel room.
Yeah.
I couldn't,
like the mixer and everything.
My wife takes my kids camping with my in-laws every Christmas break and never go.
Yeah, it stinks, but it's okay. I mean, there's plenty of great things about what we do, and I think the fact that our audience has like started fantasy leagues amongst themselves is really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. I like that a lot too.
All right, we got
community is the best part of this.
2 news items. Heath really misses Halloween. That's a great comment right there. That's good stuff. 2 news items here. Jackson Dart's gonna.
I hate when I miss a show. Like I drives me crazy.
You do hate missing shows, yeah. Dexter Lawrence, we haven't really talked about this, but he may not play for the Giants on Monday, but Mike Kafka apparently believes he has a chance to play. And Baker Mayfield is trending toward playing. So,
yeah, he mentioned earlier in the week, like he doesn't feel much pain with it. It's going to be interesting though. Like, will he play through the whole game, or will it be like a thing where we get an injury in game? I wouldn't start him in any leagues personally.
I'd start him in Superflex and 2 QB leagues just because
if you have no other option,
scraping the bottom of the barrel. But yes.
All right, but are you going to start Baker Mayfield over Tua?
No,
I'd start Tua.
CJ Stroud against
Stroud.
The Colts.
Literally everyone over. For me, it's literally A, there's the risk of him not finishing the game. B, he hasn't been good for fantasy for a while with his injuries at receiver and the way he's playing hurt.
You're not going to start Shadur. I will not let you start Shadur Sanders over him.
Okay, I won't start. That's fair. I get
Shadur. I'd start him over Daniel Jones, both dealing with injuries.
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, Daniel, did you see the practice reps of Jones?
Terrible.
That looked like scary bad.
Yeah.
You know, I noticed when he was running, even before the Chiefs game, but like the Chiefs game, like he just looks slower, so much slower than usual. Like, and now we probably know why.
Yep. But also, it's like he can't plant off of it and throw. It's not good.
No.
All right, so we don't have any other Apple podcasts. To be 100% honest with all of you, Thanksgiving week we had the fewest questions. I'm actually surprised that we're doing a 56. It's going to be hour plus show. We have very few questions Thanksgiving week. People just are not caring as much. We'll bounce back next week, but we do have chat questions to get to.
I wouldn't say not caring, busy.
Yeah, definitely busy.
This was probably our best fantasy cops ever.
Do you think so?
One of my favorite fantasy cops ever, easily. That was one of the most insane things I've ever heard.
2 of them.
But yeah, two insane stories.
Oh, the first one about his brother. And I wish you could have seen the word he used to describe his brother. I couldn't read it on the air.
It's his own brother.
So let's read some.
Is there anything in a fantasy league that would cause you to lose a relationship with a family member?
No,
that's a great question.
I don't play fantasy with any family members.
I don't either.
All right, here we go to the YouTube comments. Drake May or Jalen Hurts in 2 hours?
I would probably go May.
May for sure for me.
Can you get Kerrygold at Starbucks?
He saw me. Yeah, today. Look, I didn't have much time. I wanted like a sugary drink. I went to Starbucks. I went off my diet. This is a no diet weekend. I'm just letting it rip. I have leftovers. I have a huge thing of leftovers I'm excited to eat today.
Oh, let's see. Show us the fridge.
We won't do that again.
Come on.
You want a quick peek inside the fridge?
Of course.
Oh, I really, I don't. I know.
There it is.
Yeah.
Can't see anything. It's too far.
Yeah, it's too far. That's why. Yeah.
Probably for the best. It's probably for the
question
best.
from Ryan: has Dan given us his Adam impression yet? I haven't heard it.
Yeah, no, I haven't yet. When should I? It has to be on a mailbag when I do it. It's not going to be this week. This bag. I gotta work on it. I gotta go to the like I said. I want to watch the tape, grind the tape. I know like some things I'm going to add to it. The shoulder up thing, the high pitched voice when you need to get it in, and we need a setup too. Like I want you to play the role of Jamie, Adam. So you'll do your Jamie impression and I'll do my impression. You'll say something like that cuts deep, like what did he say earlier today about you not doing a lot of getting things spoon-fed to you? Yeah. You'll do like you get the spoon-fed comment. That really, I knew that cut deep. Like I saw the look in your face.
Really ridiculous comment. I do all of my own research. So I
thought Thomas did all that for you.
No, I do all my own research.
Are you serious?
Like what?
I always get the emails from Thomas with all the research, and then you just forward them along to me.
Oh, get the hell out of here. All right, next question. When Dan plays tennis before noon, he brings my morning racket.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
That's awesome. My morning racket.
Who has the best arm, Adam, Dan, or Jamie?
It can't
Not
be
me.
me. It
Oh
can't.
no, definitely not me.
I might. It might be Jamie. I don't know. I can't throw a football well. Something happened.
I throw like 1,000 pitches a week, and my arm's dead.
I like tore something here in my rotator cuff like 6 years ago lifting weights on a bench press machine, and I just can't throw anymore. It's terrible. Like anytime I throw a football, it's embarrassing. That we played Thanksgiving football yesterday. My two cousins are like 6 and 10, and it's like I won't play auto quarterback, so I have to actually get out there and run some routes, which is even more embarrassing.
You call it auto quarterback?
Well, we have like one auto quarterback.
We used to call it official QB.
Official?
Yeah.
No, auto quarterback.
Thinking about my friend Josh,
Official
we were young, running around and running straight into a tree. A huge tree. Oh my gosh. We were probably 8 to 10 years old, something like that. He was just running.
Didn't see it coming.
No, it was huge. He ran straight into
Those
that.
trees are elusive. You don't always see them.
Jaden Higgins or Justin Jefferson, PPR?
Come on.
Jefferson.
Yeah, it's Jefferson.
Adam live streaming from a beach on vacation and complaining about sand and everything would be awesome.
Oh, you complain? That's your thing? Like you complain about being on beaches because of the sand?
I don't think I've ever done it on the air, but just so y'all know, yeah, I can't. The beach is way too sandy for me.
Oh, you're one of those people who just can't like enjoy it, bro. The sand's in your toe. Like that's the beauty of the beach. Like not worrying about being
so
dirty.
much worse with kids. Oh my gosh, all the car gets so messy and the bags and it's taking your kids to the beach is stress.
You're basically Larry David.
Yeah,
When it comes to the beach. You ever see him on that episode? It's so funny.
All right, Bucky Irving. I haven't seen that. Bucky Irving, Devin Neal, or Roma Dunze. Pick one, half PPR.
Rome.
Ooh. You said Rome?
Yeah.
I don't trust
Daniels
Bucky. Neal's got the most volume, but Rome's going to do more with it. Rome's fine.
Oh, all right. Jane Daniels is out.
Ruled out. Terry McLaurin will play.
Will play?
Yeah.
Wow, he's back. I did not think that.
Jaden Higgins, Debo Samuel, Brian Thomas Jr., or Michael Wilson.
Well,
Michael Wilson.
Wilson, especially if Harrison doesn't play. If Harrison plays, probably still Wilson. Yeah.
Wilson. How does Baker affect Bucky?
A lot. I mean, Bridgewater offense is going to be disgustingly bad, in my opinion. And maybe it'll look better with a week to prep. That arm looks shot to me. He has no mobility. He's not big. It looked ugly. I don't know what they can accomplish with him at quarterback. I don't really know why he's in the league. I'm surprised he's their backup quarterback. I am. I'm just very surprised. I don't even he was signed like a week before the season.
All right, so Based needs a big boom week here. Do I go with Woody Marks, Alec Pierce, Chimere Dike, or Brenton Strange in standard scoring?
Marks for the highest upside, probably, right?
Standard scoring, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get a big DK or Pierce touchdown, that probably saves it. But I don't know if I want to trust Pierce against the Texans. DK might be interesting against the Jaguars just because of that secondary. So if you need the biggest boom, to me, it's DK, but Marks is the safest.
Pick two, if Olave were out. Bucky Irving, Omarion Hampton, Tyrone Tracy.
I mean, we don't know if Hampton's playing.
Mm-hmm.
If Hampton plays, I would probably go Hampton and Tracy.
You know, I did the most rookie
snap
mistake.
count for Bucky. We just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I did the most rookie mistake in one of my important leagues this weekend, so I want to make sure no one does it, so I'll put it out there. If you're having these weeks, especially the Thanksgiving week, where there's 3 games on Thursday and then 1 on Friday before the Sunday games, just really do a good job of making sure that the players that you are playing in those games for the Thursday and Friday games are in your wide receiver and running back spots, and none are in your flex. I made the mistake of leaving 2 in my flex, and now I have Olave sitting in my receiver role with no receivers left on my bench. So I'm gonna have to cut someone important to put in a player if Olave doesn't play. Just don't make that mistake again. Don't be me.
Yeah, no, definitely don't be.
It's general good life advice. Just don't be me.
That's kind of what we learned on the mailbag. Joe says he won't join a fantasy league that a coworker runs. I don't agree with that.
No, I'm in plenty of leagues with my coworkers.
Don't make it for a lot of money.
No,
Chargers, because you don't want to.
Most leagues play out fine, Adam. This is I'm in a lot of big money leagues and there's no issues.
I got a question for you. So I'm in a league with a former coworker, who runs the league, and the entry fee is $50. and he pays $10 a week to the highest scorer.
Okay.
So he owed me for 2 weeks. I'd been the highest scorer 2 weeks in a row. So I was like, yo, you owe me $20. He paid me $19.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just to be like kind of a jerk. He paid me $19.
I don't get it.
Is this the guy who says in my league?
No, it's the guy who used to pitch for the Gators.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't really understand this, but
I don't know. He just decided to withhold $1 from me.
why did you ask? You asked for the money mid-season?
You get paid every week, the highest score.
Oh, he doesn't pay out at the end of the year like other people are getting paid? Okay.
Correct. So, man, I don't know what to do about that. Not cool.
Well,
Last question here. Chargers or Browns? DST.
Chargers.
Chargers.
I love
Kittle,
the Chargers this week is amazing. DST.
Kittle or Tyler Warren? PPR.
Kittle, for sure.
Kittle.
For me.
Kittle. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you all so much. And thanks for voting for us. Really appreciate that. And
Thank you.
For hanging out with us on Thanksgiving week. Oh, Adam, is Gremlins a Christmas movie? I haven't seen Gremlins in 20 years. No.
Never
30
seen
years.
Gremlins.
Don't. Gremlins sucks. I watched 10 minutes of it. You don't need to watch Gremlins.
How have you not seen Rocky? This bothers me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that bothers me
I
too.
you know, it's true. Like I've never seen Rocky. I've never seen a lot of great movies. I never saw what's that movie Terminator? Never saw Terminator, which I'm sure I'd love because that's actually like sci-fi, which I actually enjoy. Like, but I've seen a lot of like movies like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, like Seven, like these types of movies, like great movies. Like I like different. I don't like action movies really, so I'm not like an action fan at all. I find it kind of boring. As weird as that sounds, I want like plot. I want twists. I want drama. Like I want stuff like that in my movies.
You'll probably enjoy Rocky 1 more so than the other ones then.
I just don't think I don't know when I would watch Rocky. That's the problem. Like,
Oh, I have an idea. How about right now?
well, right now I'm gonna actually go play some tennis with my brother after this. But
That's all right. After that, watch Rocky, please.
no,
Please.
like if I'm gonna, I'll just go back to Landman
I have recommended so many good movies to you. You never watch them.
because I watch TV shows. I just watched the whole Twin Peaks series.
Just stop. Watch Rocky. Like, be part of America. Be an American. Watch Rocky. And isn't Rocky? Don't they fight on Thanksgiving, or is it Christmas? One
Also,
of them.
like, what do I do if I watch
one of
Rocky
them
as
is-
a
I feel like
Giants fan and someone who grew up in this area? Like, I have a pure hatred for Philly and all things Philly. Who do I root for in that movie?
You don't have to. Oh, in Rocky 2, they fight on Thanksgiving. You don't have to be. They don't talk about the Eagles. Okay, like
Okay,
it's fine. You'll be fine.
He
I
just
did
said in
see
an
that-
interview, by the way, that they filmed the step scene.
Yeah.
Do you see this?
I saw something on Facebook that they just did in one take and they were worried about the cops or something.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right. Let's head out. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you Sunday morning. And then we got the live stream 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. See ya.